Oh, here's Yazzie. You came
Oh
out
my
for
gosh,
Pam.
Chelsea.
He came up for Pam. Come here. Bless him. He,
Oh, yeah, see?
he came in here for
There he
Pam.
is. We're live, by the way. Ozzy had to
Okay.
get some teeth pulled today, so he's not feeling really good, but
He's still kind of under anesthesia. Bless him. But he knew I was talking to you. This is the first time he's been up since he got home at
uh,
6 o'clock. Yeah. Bless him. Tell Pam I got stitches in my mouth. Yeah. Audio and video's good.
hi Daniel, hi
Uh,
Joseph, Merdul.
Merdil, you need to post that link to your piece that I listened to today that you did for Stephen P. Have you heard it yet, Pam? Hey, Bob, I guess. What the hell does that mean?
So today is Betty White's 100th birthday, which she almost made it to, but not quite. So this stream is kind of in honor of her, as everybody knows. And oh, nice, thank you, Matt.
Oh, that is
And
nice.
it's kind of a nationwide thing that everybody's like donating money to shelters today and stuff. And over the weekend, I guess it was, I saw it on, even on the news last night that a lot of people were donating to shelters over the holiday weekend in her honor. And we're kind of pushing for the Ark. And what's the name of Sandy's
The
shelter that she helps out with?
SPCA in Puerto Vallarta.
So we need to find a link for that, I think.
It's on her Facebook page. I'm not allowed to push buttons. You said that about the all over the news and stuff. I have
Yeah.
on Messenger on Facebook a reporter from Chattanooga, which is the only close decent sized city that wants some comments for an article she's publishing Wednesday about the Betty White thing, and she saw it posted on our Facebook page. I put up a thing about it, a little ditty, and we got a couple $100
Oh,
when I
that's
looked at it
wonderful.
today. Yeah, a lot of them were Fish Fan people too, so thank you guys. A lot of
Good. I
them
hope we can
were.
continue on through the night. And what else?
There it is. There it is. Sandy's here. Sandy posted it.
Oh, good, 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 good.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Yep. Baby, you don't want to go back and lay down? Hmm? No, you don't feel good.
It also today was Brutus's birthday, but you know the bear at the bear sanctuary that passed
Oh,
away
yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Brutus's birthday was today too. And of course, Martin Luther King Day. But I want to encourage everybody if to donate either to your local shelter or to the Ark or to the GoFundMe at the SPCA in Porto Vallarta.
That's close.
So we've got those two up, and yeah, let's just like help
Yeah,
the animals. And if you've been thinking about getting a dog, go check out your local shelters.
and another thing, Pam, some towns, like I was talking to a lady, Abby Estep over in the next county, she used to volunteer at the Ark. Her whole family did. She homeschooled her kids. Now they're grown. But anyway, they don't have a shelter. So I was trying to help her with a stray dog a while ago. And there are rescue groups. You know, sometimes people don't have a shelter. So you may have just a rescue group, but check those out. And a lot of them are not for profits. That's how the Ark started out, as a rescue group,
Yeah.
not for profit. And then we decided we needed our own place. Rather go in and take care of the pets than keep all of them with us. So we did that.
So, can you tell us about the ARC and what kind of dogs you take in and cats and all that kind of stuff? And
Oh, yeah.
anything you're changing about it? Type of
Well,
cat?
the ARC's been around for about 25 years, and the first 4 or 5 of those, it was a rescue group. And the way I joined it is I had one of my dogs pass away. He was, I don't know, 19 or 20, and I wanted to make a donation to a shelter, and the local city shelter, the municipal shelter, said they'd take it, but they couldn't recognize Scruffy. And I was like, oh, hell no, I want, his name on something. And so they directed me to the ARC. And so I contacted the ARC, and they said, well, come to our meeting tomorrow. And that was in January. And I gave them a nice donation, and there was a little newsletter. And by June, I was the president of it. And so I've been with them ever since. And we just kept making it better, like everybody had to have standards, that they followed to foster pets. It was all fostering in our homes. And so we lost some people, there were people that just wanted free food for their dogs. They didn't care anything about the ones they were fostering, really. So it really thinned it out. But then we decided to find a place to, that we could be open, 5 days a week or whatever. And we rented for the first few years. And then somebody donated, or actually it was from a will. Somebody left some money to us. Not a whole lot, but it was enough for a down payment on the place we're at, and we've paid that off now. So yeah, it's always been not for profit. It's all volunteer. Nobody's paid. And currently, our insurance that we have restricts us to 25 pounds and under for dogs. But we're trying to renegotiate that. We renew in April to see if we can go like to 35 pounds. And also, we're going to see if we can take in like fuzzy, warm and fuzzies, and maybe some reptiles and fish. I used to have a fish tank I maintained over there. I just think the more kind of critters you can have, the more stable and the more ways you can publicize yourself
Yeah.
and that kind
And
of
like,
thing.
sometimes birds need homes. Like
We've had birds.
I've seen chickens at the local shelter here, and cockatiels and stuff like that would be really good.
I lost you for a
Sandy,
minute.
I sent you the link if you if you had time to come up and talk about the shelter there in Mexico.
I love volunteering there. It's not a place, it's not a job I would want to do, scooping cat litter and walking dogs and picking up poop. And, but I love to do it. I love to spend my time doing that.
Do you have a lot of volunteers there to help?
We do have enough volunteers, and we always have people asking, but because of the current health situation, we still go by appointments, and we think we're going to stick to that.
Definitely.
We go by appointments, and so I've got several people that have contacted us over the last year, that want to volunteer. So we do have enough. We have a core group, we have a board of directors and all that. What's new is today I went to mail the letter to fire our vet, and the post office was closed. We were
Yeah,
all
I know. I
biting
was
our
going to go
lip.
to the post office today, and then I realized it was a holiday.
Hey, Aquaria Life, Stephanie. Yeah, so we were all wanting to get that over with because our new vet is going to meet with our board and the ones that are on leadership team. We call it the League Volunteers tomorrow when we close at 5. She's volunteered there for several years while she was going to college. Then she went away to vet school. And so now she's Yazi's new vet. He loves him some Casey, don't you? Yep. He's out of it. He's so out of it. So
Poor Yazzie.
it's just weird how that came around that she's our new vet. So we're going to have to change things like the flea and tick stuff and all that, that we use because we want to support the vet.
Yeah.
We want to get what they use, plus they'll give us a discount. And so a lot of that going on, a lot of change. We're about to get new flooring put down because we put new flooring when we bought the place or started buying it 15 years ago, and it's destroyed now. So we're doing that. That was donated, so we need it.
Nice, nice.
Always, so it's like having a house, a house with 15 dogs in it. The most we ever get up to now with the size restriction is about 15. We could go up to 19 or 20 today because we haven't been able to take not having a vet for a couple of weeks. I think we have 5 there right now. But as soon as we get the go ahead from the new vet tomorrow, we'll start taking them Wednesday.
Nice.
So, yeah. Our cat room, Ed could tell you about that. They're all free roaming in there. A lot of people have seen live streams from in there. They're free roaming, and to get a dozen's what we're supposed to have for the space. Sometimes we have 13 or 14. I think we got 8 right now. But they don't stay in kennels. They're always out. Got windows and all that. It's pretty cool.
Very
Hey,
nice.
there's Dee Dee. What's shaking, Dee Dee?
Hey, Dee Dee.
Don't ever ask me to talk about the ark, because I can't shut up.
No, that's
And
good. That's what we want right now. And then if anybody wants to donate and help out the ARC, there's links posted in the chat.
Yazzie came from the ark, and so did Merlot. Actually, all my dogs I've lost the last year came from the ark, every one of them. So that's Yazzie's alumni. He was there tonight helping me mop. I was helping the volunteer close up. She was running late when I brought little Rocky back. And so we helped, didn't we, Yazzie?
Hey, Priscilla. I hope you're feeling good.
I hope she's feeling better. I hadn't talked to her.
Okay, Sandy. You don't have to. I just thought that it might be good if you wanted to.
Yeah. Maybe in a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure. Maria's been bothering me today a little bit. She's not. I've been bothering her.
So at the
What's that? It's those lizards.
the Puerto Vallarta, Mexico sanctuary. Right now we're sitting at $743 donations, but nothing's been donated for 4 months. So it would be nice if we could get it up at least $50.
Our GoFundMe show.
Help rebuild.
Trying to think what our GoFundMe shows, but that's been we just use the same one all the time. It started with those puppies that we got, the dog that we didn't know was pregnant. And I hear myself talking. Quarter toe. Joseph knows how to speak this.
I know they posted the link to yours, but I can't find it because I was going to check and see where you're sitting at now and see if we can get it up to. Oh, there we go.
Well, now just count what was posted the last day or two.
Yeah. Oh, we got Daniel just donated $25 to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Daniel.
Yep, and then we got a bunch of new ones today.
Yep.
So
Good.
it is sitting at 37, but this is like from a long time of donating. So, of course, this money's probably already spent on food and stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
But
that bill is mostly
at $37.90 now. So if we could get it up to $50 to $100, that would be great.
I think it should be about $250, but like I say, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, well, like I say, Daniel just added $25 to it.
I saw Grumpy Mike donated to it like 10 days ago. Most of the people that donate are fish fam. Not all, but some are local people that have adopted.
Yeah.
Slowly getting over the sickness, still sore, but we'll survive. That's good to hear. Nancy, you feel hot. Let's see. You need to go lay down.
Oh, poor little Yuzzy.
I think he's probably still seeing purple monkeys and stuff. You seeing purple monkeys swinging around? Let's see. They tried to kill him. They did. They tried to kill him, Pam.
He looks like he's only about half there.
Yeah, he is. He let the other little dog sit on the. Oh my goodness, 265 donated today to Bob's. Thank you,
Oh,
Matt.
that's
Thank you.
great. That's great.
That must have been in the afternoon or evening. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. The little dog out that had all of that dental work had 9 teeth pulled. His bill at a 15% discount was $590 something. So that's where it goes. But we're not going to let him sit around with a mouth like that with nerves exposed and rotten teeth he couldn't eat.
So I'm going to donate $5 right now.
Thank you.
The one in Mexico.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you. I think I donated to the art too. I tried to today. No, I never could get the PayPal to work. You know how I am with PayPal. I hate that damn thing. I see. Don't you go jump back in bed? Huh? You don't need to be here. Let's see. We'll have to feed those lizards.
I'm going to donate $5 to the art too, because the thing is every $5 helps.
Oh yeah, and that's what they were suggesting for the Betty White thing is to do $5 or whatever you want.
Yeah. Because if a bunch of people donated $5, it would add up really fast.
It all helps. Big D says $50.
So, and I'm going to put that on Facebook too. And okay.
Go jump in bed, baby. You don't need to be out here. Go on. Go back and jump in bed. Go on. Go lay down. Go jump in bed. I'll see you in a little bit. Go on. Go jump in bed. Go on. Go get in bed. There he goes. He's such a good boy. There he goes. How's the little one, Priscilla? Is he still okay? Hopefully. Oh, I didn't see Stephanie. Yeah. He had a lot of his vetting done because he just he's one of those dogs you just don't examine. He found out, I knew he had one knee that was out of joint, a luxated patella in the back, but she said that both of them were. And his lab work, his bill was over 600 Yazzie, but that's mine, of course. He had senior lab work because he's 9, coming up on 10. And he had a little bit of BUN was elevated in his nitrates, his urea nitrate. Anyway, it was a little elevated for his kidney, so she wants to follow him up in 3 months. You know how he feels, Big D. Yeah. So he had 3 teeth removed and sutures in there, and got all of his annual vaccinations. A full exam on those legs. He had a bunch of stuff done. He had a pain shot also to last him 24 hours, so tomorrow he can start taking his liquid pain medicines.
We got 12 new donations, Bob,
And
on the ARC.
that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. It would be awesome if we got enough to pay that little
Got
Rockies bill.
Big D and Daniel and Maria and me. And then the other ones are like from a couple hours ago.
That's awesome. Bob is. Matt said Bob's is now 325 today, and Sandy's 60 today. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome.
What are you doing?
Before, you remember I told you I was kind of zoning out on my blood pressure medicine? Well, this one was up in my arm. No, not now. Not a good time. Get her.
He's
Not now,
running
baby.
around looking for the cat.
Yeah. Well, she wants to. She was up here nudging all around on me and turning over this way and that way, and I kept catching her fat butt. Go on. We'll do it again later. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Maria, that it didn't take PayPal, so I used my credit card on Sandy's place too.
Oh, really? I couldn't get my PayPal to pull up.
But I used PayPal on the ARC because it pulled up fine on that, but it didn't pull up on the other one. But I used my credit card on that one, or my debit card.
Yes, X-Man's fine. He was sick before you were sick. Oh.
I did $5. Well, I did about $5 each too, because everything helps. Hey, Rico.
Hey, Rico Stan. We have to adjust our adoption fees too, not to $600, but to try and cover some of these catastrophic costs like this, the ones that we can break even on.
Yeah.
We've got to do that. So we've got to announce that and finalize it after we get our final pricing tomorrow. So yeah, always something. It's like running a business.
Yeah. And everybody always needs food and, like you say, vet bills and
Well,
all
we're
that
very,
stuff.
very lucky that we have an Amazon wish list. And we hooked up with the local Walmart like 15 years ago. Like if they have torn bags or stuff that comes off the truck they can't put out, we're one of 3 entities that get that locally. And Heather goes
That's
and picks
awesome.
that up. Yep. But a lot of it we can't use, like bird seed and stuff, but we pass that on to either a rescue or somebody that's in need. So we do pass the food along. We have a certain day and time that people can pick up food if they really need it. So don't want to waste anything. But yeah, most of our food's supplied. We do end up having to buy canned dog food of all things. You'd think that would be the first thing people would donate. But
The little dogs really appreciate the little bit of canned food mixed in with their dry food. That's for sure.
Yep, that's what we do, and then put some warm water in it. And that little Rocky can't have any hard food for a couple of weeks. He has to have just canned. When they had 9 teeth pulled today, bless him. He's so sweet.
Matt wants to know where the wish list is so he can add it to the page.
It's on the ARC's Facebook page, and you can go to Amazon too, Matt, and look at the wish list and just ARC of Cleveland or the ARC of Cleveland. I could send it to you, but I would be messed up here.
Don't touch the buttons.
Don't worry.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they
I didn't
ship
realize
free
it was
too.
a holiday weekend until I was getting ready to go to the post office, and then I realized that I was watching the morning news, and they kept saying about the holiday, and I was like, "What holiday?" So I had to look it up.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So when I was living in Montana, I when I first moved back from the East Coast back to Montana, I was living in this little town called Huntley that's outside of Billings. It has a population of about 400, and it is the most backwards little town I think that I have ever lived in. But I remember on let's see, Megan was in like the 6th grade, so I got up on Martin Luther King Day and realized it was, the holiday. So I told her to go back to bed because there wouldn't be any school.
Hey,
And then
Lori.
that afternoon, I saw the school bus pull up dropping kids off. So she missed a day of school. But I didn't realize that there was schools out there that did not celebrate the holiday.
Yeah, when I went to New York, when I moved to New York, they didn't. The banks in Brooklyn where I lived in. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the post office is closed. I mean, it's a federal holiday, but it wasn't at her school.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, so and the principal or the secretary called me the next day to see why she was out, and I said because I thought it was a holiday, like everywhere else except at the school. But then that was an odd little town. I remember when it was close to Thanksgiving, and like say Megan was in the 6th grade, and her class was out on the playground, the whole 6th grade class, and oh, it was in May
Hey, GRB.
because it started to sprinkle. And Megan said, April showers bring May flowers. And what does the Mayflower bring? And not one kid on the playground with her got it. And when she told them the Mayflower brings pilgrims, they didn't know who the pilgrims were, Bob. A whole 6th grade class had no idea who the pilgrims were.
That's weird.
Yeah. Or what the Mayflower was. Not one person in her class understood it.
Maybe they didn't have a history
Oh
class.
my God. I mean, I think we started learning about the pilgrims on Thanksgiving when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, I remember learning about it early.
But yeah, and there was a couple other things that happened too. She came home from school one day and she asked me what she should do because the teacher was starting to teach algebra and she was teaching it wrong. She was wrong and she wanted to know if she should say something or just let it slide or what. I was like, I don't know. I don't know
Depends
what to do
on
in a case like that.
some teachers wouldn't appreciate. I thought you were just going to say she was teaching algebra, and if it were me, I would have just opened a vein and been done with it, an artery, and been through with it.
And the other thing that happened that actually was pretty funny is Megan started calling the kids on the playground plebeians, right? She was calling them plebeians, and everybody was asking her what she was calling them. What was a plebeian? And she just told them to look it up. Well, then one day in their history class, I think it was, the teacher was reading from the book, and Megan glanced down, and in the grammar and definitions and stuff at the bottom of the page was plebeian. And she said she just kind of started sinking in her chair because the whole class was going to find out what she'd been calling them. And so she was sinking down in her chair. And she said the teacher got down to the words and she mispronounced it. and nobody caught it.
Oh, that was a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
Sounds like this teacher might have been from Tennessee.
It was a different little town. I'll tell you what, it was different. And my neighbor lady had knee surgery, and she asked me if I would drive her into her therapy appointments, twice a week.
Oh my God.
So I was doing that for her, and I remember this one day, and I understand that she's from a different generation. I was in my, I think, early 50s at the time, and she was probably like 85, something like that. But this one, and she always gossiped all the way into town. She'd gossip about all these people that I didn't know and didn't care about, and I don't like gossip anyway.
There's nothing else to do sometimes.
Yeah. So, but on the way into town one day, she's like, so and so called me up, and you'll never guess what they said. And I was like, I don't know. And she said, she told me that a black family moved into town
God
with
forbid.
kids and everything. I was like,
God forbid.
oh dear
I
God,
know.
save me from this shit, God. But I didn't say anything because, different generation and all that stuff. But I was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God.
I didn't know that the high school, grammar school wasn't and junior high wasn't. But when I went to high school, the freshmen, well, I actually didn't go till sophomore year because I stayed ninth grade in junior high. But the high school was segregated still.
Oh, wow.
I know. It was for the first year I was there, sophomore. It was called Cook High, and I went to Macmillan County High, and it was just up the hill, like 2 or 3 blocks. I
That
thought
is
that
really
was
odd
weird.
because they did the desegregation thing when we were like in the first grade.
Well, I graduated. I know. Well, this was, here local. I graduated in what year did I go? 73. So that
Okay,
was like
Sandy.
69 or 70. But I didn't know that. I was just surprised, and all my friends and stuff. Everybody that I played with after school and hung out at their house, and they did my house, and they were at a different school. I was like, what the hell? Just surprised me.
Yeah, that's like say that's kind of surprising because um that was supposed to have been taken care of years before we would have been in high school.
It's just like the MLK holiday thing. It's not the same everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Maria.
What's Maria up to now?
She says, if you see a donation from Maria with a long last name that starts with a Z, it's me. I accidentally, I didn't mean to either, but mine went through as anonymous, but I'm not worried about that.
Are you the anonymous that shows up on the news stuff sometimes with the mask
Yeah,
on?
yeah, that would be me.
Hmm. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
And we got Daniel donated, and Anonymous, which was me, Matt, and Maria.
Good. I wonder where that shelter's at on getting things rebuilt and stuff, because they needed
Yeah,
it.
that's why I was hoping we could get her up, but she's like obviously busy working right now.
I will try. We got over a foot of snow today. Wow.
Oh,
Be
wow.
right
Where
back.
was that at?
Canada.
Whoa.
Somewhere. She's right up above, straight up above me, my area. So whatever that is on that side, is it Quebec?
We had a day in the 40s again today, but we've still got snow on the ground that's all up, we've had one day in the 50s, and then today it was in the 40s, and most days it's in the 20s and stuff, but we've still got snow on the ground. But when it's warm like it was today, all it does is like make kind of a layer of half ice on top of it.
We didn't get above 36 or something today, so the snow didn't melt. The roads were icy this morning when I took Yazzie out and went to get
Nice.
Little Rocky. But the roads are dry now, but we still have plenty of snow. The vet's over toward where Kathy, my sister, and all those that part of the family are over near the mountains. And there was a lot more snow over that way. It's only 20, 30 minutes from me, but what is that? 385 ARC. Oh, how much the money is. Okay. Yeah, I'll be glad when Cindy can come up and give an update because they needed a lot of money. They actually had a whole section of their building washed away and blown away and all
Yeah,
that.
and they had like they lost some stuff like they had a swimming pool for therapy for the dogs that were injured and stuff,
Yep.
and that's gone. And because they pick up a lot of dog like stray dogs off the street that have been living off the street and hit by
Yeah, they
cars
do.
and stuff like that. And then they like have a vet that like doctors them up, and then they adopt them out. And a lot of the adoptions are to people in Canada and the United States, and they have an airline that will fly them to their new homes for free. And it's a really really good sanctuary if you guys
It is. And they actually do.
want to help out to a place that does really good things. That's a good one.
They have in-house staff too that volunteer to do treatments and vet care and stuff for the dogs. I mean, they have
Yeah,
vets, but they have some of those disciplines, I guess I should say.
yeah. But a lot of the dogs they get in there are just dogs off the street that
Oh,
need
emaciated,
help
yeah.
really really bad.
You should see what Sandy's dog that came from there looked like before she got her. Sad. That was the first video that Sandy posted was a video of where she went to volunteer before fish and everything. She goes down there every year and volunteers her vacation.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah, it is.
But like I say, this is a really real, which is why I added it tonight, is because it's a really good place to donate to because they save literally save a lot of dogs off the street. Dogs that are starving, have been hit by cars, have been like abandoned and you know covered with fleas and all kinds of stuff, and they literally save those dogs.
Getty Murdill said it's completely unacceptable. We need exact calculations. You might get the job, Murdill. That's what usually happens to me. No, do it this way. I've got one tank fed now.
I work on drawings every night, but I don't have anything to auction off tonight. I wanted to do like a auction off a couple drawings to donate to the two places, but I didn't get it done, so we don't have that. But I'll probably have something Wednesday.
It's so weird to be streaming on Monday.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of different.
Did you see what Matt said about the drawings?
Yeah, I would have to
Yesterday?
like check and see what their print quality was and their prices and stuff. But the posters might be a good thing. I should check. I'll have to remember to check into that. Most of the time when I have prints made though, I do like limited edition, and that would like I wouldn't be able to do limited edition on those. Hey, dum dum. Hey, little shit. I was thinking today because Bob said that he hasn't seen Star for so long that I need to get like buy a newspaper and hold Star up with the date on the newspaper and hold her up on it like that would
And,
work.
and wink with your left eye, Star, if you need help.
She's like sleeping, like curled up sleeping against my foot right now.
Dee Dee, I've been getting a lot of good use out of those towels that you sent, the embroidered towels.
I've been getting good use out of the coffee she sent me.
Imagine. Yeah, cash payments. Hmm. I need to get my lazy butt up and feed those chameleons. They're begging. They're staring at me back there. I will in a minute.
So tell us about the 5 dogs that you have in there right now.
Well, there's Chico. I think no, Dharma, not now. No, go on, go on. I feel like I'm covered with cat hair already, and I've already used my roller twice. Go on. Chico, he was one we had that was like 6 months old and got adopted, and then his owner died a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. And the wife brought him back, said he didn't like her, but he did. He did. She used to come and visit him. Then she moved to Florida, but he begged to go with her. And he just was really grieving for a while, and he didn't care for any of us. He would snap at us, but we finally figured out that his bark was worse than his bite. But anyway, he doesn't bite us, and he jumps in our lap and stuff. But he does that to visitors, so he never gets past a few minutes with
Oh,
anybody. And we tell him that he does that, so he'll probably live out his life there, but maybe not. And then we have Choco that we've taken off the adoption roster. That he looks a lot like Chico, but just he's black and Chico's white. And they live in the office area. They have that whole room in there. Of course, they run around the whole place and go for walks and all, but they don't go in a kennel or anything at night. And Choco has a really, really bad back, and he probably will come to live with me when he can't walk because I still have Toby's wheelchair. But it's easier to take care of him there. He's not incontinent or anything. Um, and let's see, so he's really not for adoption. Then we have Rocky, the one I talked about that had his teeth pulled today. He's 7 pound Chihuahua, and then one that came with him named Taco. It's also a senior. He's 9, and these dogs belong to a couple that kept them outside and gave them table scraps. They fed them, but they just fed them, table stuff. So they never were acclimated, and they lived outside. I mean, they had dog houses and stuff, whatever. They didn't go in, but because of that, there was a third one, and it got adopted. They're allergic to everything. So
oh no.
they had to go in besides these dentals and stuff. They both had to get what's called a Cytopoint injection to keep them from clawing their skin off because they eat regular dog food. And Dr. Casey, she said, don't, no, we don't need a special diet. They just have to go through this and turn their immune system over and stuff. And so she just gave them that shot to stop them. So they're kind of special needs, I guess. So, and then who else? Oh, we've got Elsa. She kind of looks a little bit like a pit bull, but if you don't look for the pit bull in her, you can see the beagle hound in her. She's like 20. Well, she was 24 pounds. She's like 28 now. But we've got 3 families to choose from, and we've been messaging each other, group texting each other today about, representing the family we saw or didn't see, and just kind of which home should she go to. So it got settled today, and they'll be there tomorrow. We have to tell the 2 others that only one family can get her.
Yeah.
And then we always try to, when we get it down to 3 good homes, we sometimes will do 2, but we like to have a choice, and we try to give them a dog that might fit them. But these people that are gonna get or have don't have any children, and this dog is 6 or 7 months old, so she's still a big puppy, and she's brindle like a lot of pits are, but she's a real sweet dog. I mean, and she's got hound ears, so Elsa. But she's learned her housebreak, and she's been with us about a month. She's done really well. They have a dog that came to meet her, and they fell in love at first sight, so that'll be great. It's always easier to have two dogs than one. Like with cats, it's always easier. So that'll be going down tomorrow, but I'm there Wednesday. So I told her bye tonight when I left there with Yazzie, and I came by there. And then we've got those bobtail kittens. We still got a couple of those. You know, the lady had been
Oh,
looking
I'm
at.
surprised you still have those. They were all so cute.
Well, I closed the cat room for a couple of weeks because we had several of them get a viral upper respiratory thing, and it was viral because they didn't get snotty and have green boogers and goopy eyes and all that. So I have stock antibiotics from the vet, but no need to start them on one because it won't help the viral stuff. So we just made sure everybody was eating and drinking. And one of them, though, we did put on some eye drops for 10 days, and she's better now. So that delayed, because we weren't going to let anybody be adopted, that might get, sick or,
Yeah.
be sick. So the lady finally was looking at Sage, the little one with the Abyssinian that's Heifer's kitten, Rosie's kitten, that I wanted real bad, but I took Rosie instead. She was looking at it, and she decided since it was so shy, she's looking at Little Mouse. She's a tortoise shell, and she's the one that had to have the eye drops. So we've got some cool cats in there.
You
Cool
still got
cat.
that black cat in there that you're thinking about bringing home?
No, she got adopted.
Oh, good.
She's gone. She went before. Darn, you finally got in when I wasn't paying attention, huh? Yep. She finally got in. So yeah, it'd be great to begin to take animals again. Wednesday. Pam, if we get any guppies in, I can send those to you.
Mm.
Yeah. Tomorrow at that meeting, we'll be going over like how we send pets over to our new vet. It's further away from us, so we'll be telling people when we make an appointment. We always have people bring the dog by and let us just assess it a little bit. We know it's going to be scared and all that, but if it's trying to kill everybody, we know, this may not be the dog to have playing with these other little dogs, but we always bring out a couple of ambassadors like Choco that's been there a while and see how they react and walk them outside together. And then we ask them to take the dog to the vet for us so we don't have to leave or have a separate area set up for dogs that can't be around the other dogs yet. This is a quick video I made about the sanctuary. It has no sound because I didn't edit properly, but it shows Sadie and some rescues. Oh yeah, that may be the video I was talking about.
Nice. Thank you, Sandy.
But it's like having another house. It's not even like going to your sisters or your kids or something. It's just like that's my other house, literally. So we're just a family there.
Oh, and thank you for your donation, Merrick.
She's got to drive now. Be careful, Sandy, for the snow. The schools were closed here today. Or were they? Because I saw that Cole, my great nephew, and his sister and little brother posted on his Facebook. They made snowmen and stuff, and he put something about liking snow days. So maybe they did have school, or maybe they didn't. But anyway, they were out.
Huh.
I said I don't see any snow angels. Their whole farm, well, yeah, was covered with snow and the mountain and all that. It was pretty.
Yeah, I think a lot of places like the snow was heading up north on the eastern seaboard, so a lot of people are going to
I
be getting
saw
corn snow
that.
tonight.
Yeah, it's going to get bad. You see, ours will be gone. Not tomorrow, the next day. It's just on the grass and the.
Yeah, we've had several days over, up in the 40s and 50s, but all it's done so far, because we had quite a bit of snow, all it's done so far is make a nice icy crust on top of it.
Yeah, I've got those fat gobies. They're called fat something gobies. They're a native fish. They're watching me. How long are you going to go, Pam? Just curious.
Oh, probably not too much longer. I just thought I'd do an hour or so and see if we could raise some money for the sanctuaries and stuff.
Thank you for doing it, by the way. Much appreciated. I talk about people that in the fish fam at the Ark more than I talk about people at the Ark on here, of course. And I said, Pam's doing a fundraiser for us tonight and another shelter. And they're like, is that your art friend? I'm like, one of them, yeah. So they're kind of paying attention, I guess. Oh, waiting to see where that goes. Yep.
You ran into a blue wall.
Oh, is that what it was, Matt?
Yeah, yep. It was one of the naughty websites.
God. Didn't even get a chance to write it down. I mean, good job, Mons. Did you ever post your video up? Murdual, Mr. Idol.
He did way back up there.
Okay. Yeah, guys, you don't want to miss that. I wrote something in the comments like as soon as I started listening to it, it made me want to close my eyes. And then I put in there what I was seeing. It was really cool. Oh, thanks, Matt. He likes smut too, apparently. You know what smut is, don't you, Pam?
Yes, yes, I do.
Maria said maybe you should put on subscribers only. I saw how to do that. I was fooling around. I guess it was when I was trying to get the labels and stuff changed. And it was real easy just to click it, but I didn't want to do it. I just saw it. What about, I forgot the other one, a SOT. You know what a SOT is?
Kind of.
Either you do or you don't.
I'm going to play this through real quick.
Oh, it's not that bad. Dharma. She's doing Snow Angels now on the mic.
This was the sanctuary before it got hit with the hurricane. And there's their pool where they do treatment on the dogs that need help walking and stuff. Oh, oh, That's the dog that Sandy got, huh?
Yep. There's Sandy.
There's Sadie arriving at the airport. This is really, really a worthwhile sanctuary to help, guys.
Oh, how to do that. Let's see your hip bones, too. I think it's Delta. I'm not sure which airline it is that flies dogs from into the States for free. It was adopted.
I think you're muffled, Bob. Cat muffled again.
Well, come on. Let go.
I know this. I remember her saying that that therapy pool was one of the things that they lost in the hurricane. They were going to have to rebuild it. See, that's the kind of dogs that they rescued there, guys. Dogs that are living on the street, dogs that have been hit by cars, and yeah.
When it flooded. Because normally that's just a little creek down there. Okay. One paw at a time. I think she said they're not associated with the ASPCA. Our county shelter is SPCA in Bradley County, but not affiliated with the ASPCA. And we're the ARC, and we are affiliated with NOAA. I am NOAA. Don't you know?
So that's the two that we're trying to help out tonight: the ARC and the sanctuary.
Oh, there's a little YouTube video that, well, there's a couple of them that students, like media students, did and came over and did. If I thought about it, I would have
Oh, you
found
should
it.
have had them sent to me so I could have put
All
them
you
up
have to do is just Google Arc of Cleveland YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. And she did a pretty good job. The music and stuff. It's been like, oh gosh, 8 or 10 years ago. It's before Casey went away, and now she's a vet and came back. So it's been a while. These loaches I got are so cool. They're all still alive, and so is the batfish. Doing great.
I don't see it. It wouldn't be the ARC of Greater Cleveland, would it?
No, that's Ohio.
The Ark of the Covenant.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not pulling it up for me.
It's so far back, probably. She may have taken it down, too.
Yeah, no, I can't find it on here.
Never mind. Just forget it.
Well, I'm sorry.
2 videos featuring the art. Merdell's got something up there.
Oh, he's better at this than I am.
That's probably the 2 students. I don't know which one is the good. One of them's pretty good, and one is not so good. The art has a YouTube channel, and Bob put some videos up there. Are you serious? Because I'm supposed to be making a YouTube channel that would be real low. I'll have to go find it.
Yeah, so that you could keep adding stuff to it.
Well, what I want to do is let all the lead volunteers anyway have access to it so they can post daily if they want or a couple times.
Yeah, you could like put some shorts up with the different animals and stuff.
Yep. There's always something going on. Who doesn't like to watch dogs wrestle? Yazzie's on there. It must be before I got Yazzie. Before he was gray.
How old is Yazzie now?
9, 10, thereabouts. And I've had him since he was under 2. A few of my ponder up there.
Pond.
Oh, cool. And an art unboxing. I'll have to go check it out. Whose art is it? I wonder. Bob, is the art set up with Amazon as a nonprofit? Yes. Yes.
Good night, Stephanie.
We are, Matt. Good night, Stephanie. I think I have it. Yes. Yeah. Our treasurer did that, Tyler, like a year ago, maybe 2. I guess I'll just search on YouTube for the Ark of Cleveland. Whether or not I can get into it, it has to be on my account. Mike's not on here. He must be working every day.
What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a night for tonight?
Oh, it's up to you.
Like I said, I just wanted to do just kind of like an extra stream to try to promote the shelter in Mexico and the Ark and local shelters. People, don't forget
Right.
when you can to support your local shelters. And if you want a new fur baby, be sure to check out your local shelters before you go puppy hunting.
Thanks, Miguel.
There's lots of dogs that need a home.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with the dogs at shelters. People get the idea that there's something wrong and that's why they're there. It's usually because there was an allergy or divorce or they couldn't have it where they moved to or something like that. And there are plenty of purebred dogs and cats at shelters too.
Mm-hmm.
Adopt, don't shop. That's it. Never shop. Ever. Never, never, never. Why would you pay $600 for a dog and you could get one just like it for $100 that you know is healthy?
And Star came from the shelter here locally.
Thank you, Maria.
And Buddy originally came from a shelter.
Yep.
And then the guys that adopted him ended up in jail and stuff, and I got him from him. And there was certainly nothing wrong with him.
The one that I was talking to Abby about tonight, she first said it was a stray and that a neighbor took it in, but what it was a senior fellow came from over to our county because they don't have a shelter in their county, and adopted a dog and then decided they couldn't keep it and just turned it out. And they live near a state highway, Highway 58 over there. So one neighbor took it in but couldn't keep it, and of course Abby goes and gets it, and it's over the 25 pounds. And I'm like, why don't they take it back to where they got it? You know? So they're going to try that in the morning.
Yeah.
But sometimes we get a lot of that indirectly, and sometimes just directly. People walk in and they're like, well, I got this dog at the pound and I can't keep it. And we're like, so that's where you
And
need
Star,
to take it.
I think Star was turned in because she needed knee surgery and the people didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
But she's absolutely a sweetheart.
I don't know how she puts up with you, Pam.
I know, huh?
Dog Annie was a rescue.
So, like I say, adopt, don't shop, because there's a lot of dogs that just need a good home and they will love you forever.
Yeah. That's why Yazzie was brought in, because the lady was letting the little girls play with him like a toy, and nope. We still want to see Star. Just asking, right?
She's
yes.
Like laying against my foot right now, sleeping.
That's what we hear every time. I don't think Star's been there for some time. I think that's a recording.
Yeah, I'm going to take a photograph of her with today's newspaper and post it so you believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Star. Come here. Can you sit up, baby?
Let me see if it's a puppet or if it's really her.
Well, come here.
Oh, that was a recording, I could tell.
There.
Star.
Say hi.
Star.
Say hi,
Look at you. Look at you. Sleepy face. Look at your sleepy face. Oh, bless her. Sneezy. We were checking on you. We had to do a check on you, make sure you're okay. Mama never shows you. Bless her. She's settled down a lot, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, we believe you. Wait, this is probably a clip you're showing from 6 months ago.
Oh, Star.
She's a good girl. Mario wants to know why you never hold him up like that.
Because I value my skin.
And eyes and stuff.
My arms and my eyes, yeah.
Poor Mario. He's so misunderstood. I'm trying some new fish food. That's what I'm rattling around. I hope somebody didn't hear me saying Star. Oh my God.
Oh no, you're going to be in trouble.
Maybe he's out in there. I hope so. Touch Mario, you get the claws. Animatropic.
So anyway, yep, I think that's good for tonight. I just, like I say, I wanted to do an extra stream, but I didn't want it to be a super long one. So we've been on a little bit over an hour, so I think that's good.
Well,
and thank you
Pam.
everybody for your generous donations.
Thank you. Yes.
And we love Betty White. And like I say, support your local shelters too. And everybody have a wonderful night. And I will see you on Wednesday night for my regular stream.
Yep.
So good night, everybody.
Thanks, Pam. Thanks, everybody.
And yeah, thank you, everybody. And I gotta find it. Don't cut yet. I'm looking for the button.
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna give you the worst cuss that I ever have.